pregnant woman has that horrible thing done to her by an anesthetist while she was under substances and undergoing a cesarean in a pregnant hospital. Wait, she was in the middle of what the fuck? Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video for the day. We're going back into r/iamatotalPOS, and I swear to God, sometimes you just need that flash vibrating hand through the heart for some people. If you guys would like to be absolutely amazing, show your support, and see more videos like this in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below to start up them wholesome internet discussions, and if you have not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on them notifications. Okie dokie, let go. Police search for a male who uploaded a sickening video of a North Broadway crash victim and left the scene. Late Thursday night, a man lost control of his moped and crashed into a parked car, leaving him in critical condition. The 37-year-old victim was going northbound on Broadway Avenue South in the right lane when he veered off the road. The victim clipped a concrete pole in the parking lot of this location before crashing into a parked car. According to police, it is still unknown why he went off-road. In a disturbing twist, surveillance video from Broadway Smoke Shop and Vape revealed a man finding the victim laying on the ground and videotaped it. Police say he then uploaded the crash video to a social media app, Snapchat, and made a racial slur and then walked away without calling 911. I really hate the fact that this is all too common, where people will see something absolutely horrible happen, like a car crash, and they'll be more likely to pull out their phone and video record than to actually call emergency lines. Like in my area, there was an incident involving a yellow Toyota Supra where the person crashed it. Unfortunately, they died at the site, but there was an entire crowd of people, and there are various video shots from all of the people in that crowd. It took a while for emergency services to arrive, though, because people didn't inherently call. I cheated on my girl and was planning to tell her. However, her mom's inheritance just came through, and she booked our dream vacation to Italy. Should I tell her before, after, or never? The amount of times I've seen posts regarding people cheating, it just makes me honestly wonder how hard it really is to just simply not cheat on your significant other. Like, do some people really have a very difficult time being loyal to their significant other? Because honestly, this is just concerning and confusing at the same time. Police seeking teen suspects in a fatal beating of a 73-year-old man. I can't be the only one hoping that these kids get charged as adults, because there's no reason that anybody would do this outside of they were bored and needed entertainment. Lawyer arrested after a hidden camera was found in kitty litter in a bathroom during a teen's graduation party. Blank was arrested last week and reportedly faces charges of a misdemeanor electronic peeping. A California lawyer was arrested after a camera was found hidden in kitty litter inside of a bathroom during a graduation party for a 17-year-old student. Blank was arrested last week and faces charges of misdemeanor electronic peeping. He was taken to this jail, according to the Journal. His bail is reportedly set at $15,000. You know, the average bear would think that the people that would be least likely to break the law would be the people whose career is focused around knowing it, but nope, here we are. And unfortunately, the hidden camera thing is all too common, really. There's been a couple of news sources going over Airbnbs where they shine a light into something like the smoke detector, and if you see the little infrared dot, then yeah, that's a camera. I honestly will never understand, nor do I think I want to understand, anybody's justification or reasoning behind creeping doing stuff like this. And I honestly want to see the courtroom where he thinks for a single second, hey, maybe I should represent myself. I mean, I know the law. Yeah, sure you do. That's why you broke it. Okay, look, the fact that this person had neighbors that thought it was perfectly fine that after a nice rainy day to aim their dirt bike and then do the mother of all peel-outs on their Tesla, it ain't cool. That's got to be some degree of vandalism there. And honestly, now that you think about it, it might be, because the second you open that door, you're getting mud inside your vehicle. That's a guaranteed thing. And yeah, sure, you can get it detailed, but then again, that's also a couple $100 that you don't want to spend, that you have to now spend, and if the kid sees that you just go and clean it off, what's to stop him from doing it again? You know, this is very much something you need to nip in the bud right from the get-go. Influencer launches a GoFundMe page to cover 8,000 pounds of damage caused to an Airbnb during the 30th birthday bash. Okay, I know making fun of somebody's appearance is bad, but this is a bad person, so you know what? I hope that a bee stung your lips and you didn't actually go to a plastic surgeon and pay for that to happen to your lips. The influencer said she could pay the bill herself, but thought she would try getting others to donate first. An influencer has launched a fundraiser to help cover a whopping $13,000 bill she received after trashing an Airbnb in a 3-week-long blender. Look, the only thing you're influencing is me making life decisions that are the opposite of yours, as are most of these kind of situations when the word influencer pops up. And really, the only time anybody likes watching anything involving influencers is when it's influencers in the wild or when Ozzyman covers it. And also, way to go, openly stating, hey, I already have the money to pay for this, but I'm gonna try to see if I can get other people to chip in, even though I'm completely responsible for this. Anonymous person dumps kittens at blank SPCA and steals cans left for donations. The SPCA is overrun with surrendered and rescued cats right now, the staff says. You know what a bad part about this was? Is that I knew that something like this was going to happen with there being overcrowded at shelters years ago, because I knew for a fact that there was starting to be an influx of people adopting dogs and cats as soon as the stay-at-home orders happened back in 2020. Myself, all my coworkers knew that, yeah, unfortunately, this is then going to lead to an abundance of animals then getting surrendered because people have to start going back to work after a while, and stuff like this is just one of the multiple, countless examples. And on top of that, Dingus here stealing donations. Yeah, no, you're already trying to get rid of a cat. What do you need with those donations? If you did actually adopt an animal during the stay-at-home order times back in 2020, and you fully intend on making sure that your home is that forever home for that pet, then I fully respect you. If you're one of those people that are surrendering the animal just because you have to go back to work, then I hate you. I know for a fact I might have seen this one in the past, and I am fairly certain this just reminds me of all the lovely people that I deal with on a day-to-day basis working retail. And I'll tell you this, retail, it's not fun. The dogs and that I get to pet at random times are really the only mainstay for it. That and the paycheck. I can tell you this right now, every single time that somebody says welcome to this store or hi there, they're doing it because they get told to. And I swear, the amount of times I have just had people absolutely disrespect me and me not be able to respond because I'm on the clock, I'm not liking it whatsoever. And I swear, at the point of time where I am right now, I feel like I gotta do what the customer says, even if it's against our policy, or I feel I'm going to get punched. I'm not even exaggerating on that. And one of the stupidest things I have to deal with on a day-to-day basis is people who bring in prescriptions for prescription dog food that we have to get verified at the vet that works at the location as well, and then afterwards, if it doesn't match, or if it's past that use before date, which we have to clarify, both of those check out, they'll say, oh, well, you let me do it before, or it's only a little bit overdue, and it's been like 3 months since that use before date's been valid. And I don't know if it's just in my area or in a lot of areas, but the pension pushers happen to really not know what the idea of, no, we can't do that means. All that on top of the fact that I've had to pick up after people's animals, and very much they know that their dog is doing their business on the floor. We have multiple stations for cleaning up, look me in the eyes, and then just walk away. And I wish I could stop saying this at a point in time because it wouldn't need to be said, but it still needs to be said. Please respect the people that are working there. We've been marked as essential employees, and honestly, I really hate the fact that I'm hating the word essential now. And there was even an Essential Employee Appreciation Day, which was oh so nice and dandy and everything, but you know what? I wasn't feeling appreciated back then. Why would there need to be a certain day delegated to it? And just as like a PSA, if anybody watching this video happens to see a retail worker being disrespected by another person, just step up for them because their job makes it so that they aren't able to stand up for themselves. A guy says he was questioned on a plane for doing math during a flight. A woman sitting next to the Ivy League economist told the flight crew she had security concerns about the man after seeing him write in a foreign script. It turned out to be a differential equation. Yeah, y'all, I can't understand that, so I'm gonna call the fire marshal on you, cause you gotta be a Yeah, I'm just gonna take a wild guess here and say it wasn't just because he was doing math that you called security on him. Like, there's a fine line when it comes to threat detection, and on one side you have a person trying to pick at their shoe real quick with a match, and on the other side you have doing math. Please do realize that there's a fine line between that, because, it's not like there's a thing called airplane mode, and you could just be doing homework or any type of work stuff where it involves math. Nope, apparently if you're doing literally any math, that gets the fire marshal called on you. Blind men verbally annoyed by activists claiming using guide dogs is cruel. A blind disability activist has spoken out about how he and a blind friend were verbally annoyed by an animal rights activist who had become angered by the sight of their guide dogs. Imagine getting belligerent at a blind person and at the end of the day still thinking you were in the right. And it's dumb people like this activist that are the reason nobody takes PETA seriously, because a guide dog is a guide dog. They're supposed to help the person there. They've been trained and they're not being harmed in any way, shape, or form. Guide dogs are that. They're working dogs. They're supposed to help the people there, and at times they can be allowed to just be dogs. They know when the difference is. And this is also one of those cases where if you don't know the situation for the animal itself, then very much you are in a wrong in every way, shape, or form when you try to belligerent and demean the person because they have a guide dog. That just sounds stupid every single time I hear it. I'm going to be a personal tumor and torment you because you have an animal helping you. At some point in time, I kind of feel like this person would try to compare having a guide dog to like the 1860s kind of, the stuff I can't talk about. Back in the 1860s when there was phrases such as "get me some coffee, boy." It's one thing when you want to vouch for animals' rights and everything, but it's another thing when you're one of these nuts that just goes out and starts berating people because of something not an issue. Same thing can be said in a lot of different scenarios. Like for car guys, the Prius guys, they're annoying, and there is a reason there was a South Park episode making fun of them. But with that last dum-dum, that's gonna have to be it with the video. If you guys would like to be absolutely amazing, show your support, and see more videos like this one in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below to start up them wholesome internet discussions, and if you have not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on them notifications. Now I'll be sure to see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.